replay viewers. Hey fam, hey, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this good replay. Okay, because I got some goodness in store for you tonight. We're going to be interviewing Sharita. So I'm just sitting here waiting for her to hop on. Hey Celia, hey girl, hey. Let me know if I pronounce your name right. So as you're coming in, let me know your name and where you're tuning in from. Even if you're catching this on the replay, let me know your name and where you're tuning in from, because I would love to be able to connect with you and get to know my audience better. So I'm just waiting on Sharita to come on in so we can get started in a little bit. Hey, Glam Boutique by She. Hey girl, hey. And the Angel Mac. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate you tuning in and joining me on tonight. Hey, Angelique from Toronto. Hey, yes, I got Canada in the house. Okay, let's see. Sharita is in the... See if we can get her to join. Hey, Lene. Hey, girl, hey. Yes, honey.
Hello.
Hey.
How's everyone?
Out. Girl, you about to make me go do something to my face. I see you over there. I see you.
I'm trying.
Okay, good. Celeste, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm still learning Instagram Live, so if you can share this video, please do so. Tag your girlfriends, tell them to come in and join, because you guys don't understand who we about to talk to tonight, because Sharita is filled with knowledge, okay? So we have some entrepreneurs that's going to be watching tonight. I'm pretty sure she's going to be dropping some gems. So please share. Let's share this information and create a community. Thank you for the hearts. Y'all make me feel all special and stuff. Yes. We're just going to give just a couple more minutes for people to come in and join us, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. So as you come in, please, tell us your name and where you from.
Yes, where is everybody from?
Angelique is from Toronto, Sharita, so we got Canada in the house. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Hey, friend.
I need some tissue because my nose feel like it's about to run. Y'all have to excuse me for 1 second. I'm so sorry.
Okay, take your time. Hey, Celia. Hey, Shamitra. Love you, girl.
Okay. Thanks, guys, for granting me grace to go ahead and get myself together. Thank you so much for joining in. Let me see. Did I miss anybody? Hey, Leah. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, girl. Hey. Okay, what's going on? Okay, awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get started, because I don't know if you guys know, but Instagram only gives you an hour. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good tonight. So thank you so much for joining me on tonight. If you are meeting me for the very first time, my name is LaKitia, and I am your sister coach and also the founder of A Sister's Truth. And here at Sister's Truth, we help women to discover, define, and live their truth from manifesting a courageous life without limits. And so for the month of August, I've been doing a Living Her Truth series. So if you have missed the previous 3 weeks, I'll need you to go over to my YouTube channel, search A Sister's Truth to catch the replay. I haven't put Lene up there yet, because Lene was last week's interview, and her interview was really, really good. I haven't put her up there yet, but she will get posted this week. So definitely go over to my YouTube channel to catch the replays. But the reason why I wanted to do Living Her Truth is because, my brand, I'm all about sharing my testimony, because that is my purpose, to share my testimony with other women so they can lean a little harder on their faith, because I truly believe that we all should share our testimony. And if anybody knows me, they know that I love a good come up story. I love a good come up story. But I also recognize that not everyone has had my experience. So I wanted to bring on a phenomenal woman that I have met either in person or online. So she can come on here, share her testimony with you, talk a little bit about her brand and what she's doing, to promote sisterhood. And the reason why I do that as well is because I want you to know that you are not alone wherever it is that you're going through right now at this moment. You are not alone. There is somebody else out there who's either going through what you're going through or has already grown through what you have gone through and has already survived, and they are thriving, which means that you would thrive and you would get past whatever situation that you're going through right now as well. But how would you know that there is light at the end of the tunnel if nobody shares their testimonies, right? So that's why we're here, because I want to create a sisterhood online as well as offline of women who are open enough to come and just share their testimonies and just be there for one another. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you guys Sharita Humphrey. Hey, Sharita.
Hey, everyone. I am super, super excited to be here. Thank you for the privilege to close out the month of August.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for saying yes. Thank you for saying yes. I really, really appreciate that. Now, you guys, let me tell you something. I met Sharita like a couple of months ago at a networking event. It was the same networking event where I met Leah. That was 2 weeks ago. So go to YouTube and check out that replay. It's Sister's Truth. So I met Sharita at this networking event, and me, her, and Leah, it was like we connected, and it was like we were like old time friends or something. We was just sitting there and we was just chatting and talking. But what drew me to Sharita, and Sharita, I never shared this with you, but what drew me to you was something that you said, right? She said during conversation, she said in 2 years she was going to retire her husband. I was like, what? And it tripped me out because I was literally just thinking about that, like the early part of that week. Like I was literally just thinking that. So to meet this woman who's like, yeah, I'm going to retire my husband in like 2 years, I was like, I was just thinking that too. I was like, okay, so this is somebody that I need to get to know. Because we think alike. So that's how I met Sharita. So Sharita, please tell us a little bit more about who you are and your brand.
Like she said, I'm Sharita Humphrey. My tag for my brand is Faith, Family, and Finance. I'm a financial educator, I'm a coach, and I'm also a money and mindset speaker. My focus is primarily the the everyday middle class person who is looking for not only to grow financially, but to also grow in their personal life. So I'm super excited to be able to launch my brand and to also be able to meet other entrepreneurs like Leah and LaKitia who are doing some very phenomenal things in our community. And I just want to be able to be that person that you come to, that you can trust in your sister in finance. And this is the reason why I'm here. I know what it's like to hit financial rock bottom. I know that's not everybody's story, but I just want people to know who are suffering in financial silence, that where you are is not your destiny. Where you are is not where you're going to end up, and you have to rely on your faith. And that means faith is not about what religion you are. It's that you rely on something higher than yourself, because sometimes life just gets us down. We need to be able to rely on something, and a lot of times it's in our finances. And so just being a former state government employee, I was an auditor, seeing the small business close because they're trying to juggle the business side of finance and while they're still trying to work through their personal finances, it's a struggle. And so it really, my very last case was my very last week with the state, because I saw someone spend over $500,000 in their business to lose it for $20,000. And so I just, I was just like, this is just not, like, I just can't be the person that's sitting here watching
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
literally break up families because finances is a number one reason why we have generational divorce. And so I just couldn't watch, I just couldn't continue to, watch families just lose it, especially in the small, the small business sector. I could have stayed just like everybody else, and it's nothing. I'm very honored to have been a state employee, but I couldn't just stay for the student loan forgiveness. That's just, my heart couldn't sit right with that. I couldn't go home with that every night. And so I kind of felt like the person who's like LaKitia is a sister coach, and she's coaching you through, some of very personal issues. I felt like I was taking that home, and I also felt like I was becoming someone's coach because
Wow.
they're asking, what can we do? How can we stop this? And there's nobody there to educate the small, especially the small business owner. And so that's why I'm very excited to work with these young ladies, especially Leah. She's doing some phenomenal things in automation, especially for, small business owners. So if you guys are not following Leah, I highly recommend that you set up an appointment with her, because what she's doing can actually help to save your business and to actually allow you to reclaim your time. So just imagine having more time to really focus on why you started your business, but to also have your finances in place, that now you can transition, if you desire, from making your side hustle now your business, and you can get back to the family. And so that's where the faith, family, and finance came from, because those three pillars are important. Um, my faith is everything to me. That was what brought me from my rock bottom, but my family is my armor. My finances gives me peace because there is no peace. There's outside of whatever your faith is, or there's no other peace like having one where you can lay down at night and not have to worry about the next morning. Um, what your financial situation is. Some of the people that message me or want to work with me, it saddens me that they're seeking help, but there's not enough of us. And I'm very glad to be, in a line with other women who have a passion for finance and to help change people, like Derica Hartwell of Beautify Credit. She is doing some very phenomenal things. And if you guys are not following her as well, she has been a sister and a mentor to me. And she was, besides LaKitia and Leah, she's the reason why I'm doing this live, because I'm a financial person, and most of us are always behind the scenes people. But if my voice and my knowledge can help someone to change their trajectory of their financial situation, then definitely call me, because I want to be able to help you. My site is my site is available. I have a wonderful team. Thank you, Karee, and to all the people who've helped to make this possible for me. You can live the life that you dream about. I'm living my blessed life, not my best life, because that's familiar. I'm living my blessed life, and it has nothing to do with just my finances. It's because I said, you know what? I'm not going to let rock bottom keep me.
Yes.
And you have to know that I don't care if you're listening to this live from a shelter, you're looking at a young lady who was homeless. So you can't tell me that faith is not an activator for favor, because guess what?
Right.
It was my faith when I was laying in that shelter, in that bed, thinking, how did I end up here? But you know what?
Yeah.
It was people there that said, young lady, you're going to come back, and this is going to be a testimony. And if it was truly a testimony, because you know why? I was invited back to that same shelter at their national event, and I spoke, and the person that told me that 20 years later was still there.
Uh, you
She
just
was
gave me
still there.
chills.
She was still there. She literally
Wow.
couldn't even speak when she saw me, because they didn't tell her that I was there. When
Yeah.
she saw me, she started screaming, because she's just like, how do you go How do you go from broke to business owner? How do you go from broke to business owner? I'm
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a testimony that I was broke. But you know what? I was never broken. Because if
Mm.
you, it's a difference between being broke and being broken. And when
Mm-hmm.
someone you give up when you feel broken. We've all been in a broken place, but you can't stay there.
Right.
Broke is
Mm-hmm.
something that you can change.
Yeah.
Broken you can change, but that's a faith thing. That's something
Yeah.
bigger than
Yeah.
you. You need
Yeah.
people like LaKitia when you're feeling broken. But
Mm-hmm.
broke, I can help you with that.
You got broke down there, and broken right. So you broke, see her, and if you broke, you see me. No.
That's and that and I said it was so crazy to me because I was like, there's no way. Excuse me. There's no way.
Oh my goodness, girl, you know I'm sensitive. You know I'm sensitive. You gonna have me cry, you know I'm sensitive. Oh my goodness. See, this is Sharita has said so much, and this is the reason why we need to share our testimonies because you never know what it is someone else is going through. And when we're in our place of despair, we tend to think that nobody understands what we're going through, that nobody else has been there, and that no one else understands and can help us out. And that is so far from the truth. The enemy wants you to believe that. The enemy wants you to believe that. But that's why we share our testimonies and pull up another sister, help her lean a little harder on her faith so she can know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You guys, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And it doesn't matter where you are right now in this moment, you can live your blessed life. Like Sharita said, you can absolutely live your blessed life. That requires self-awareness, you guys. And I'm all about self-awareness. And the way that you become more self-aware is to discover, define, and then live your truth. Discovering your truth means to become aware of who you are, who God created you to be. Who is that person? Right? Not the
Yes.
person that's reacting to the trauma that hasn't been resolved, or acting a certain way of how people treated you that you haven't forgiven yet. No, the person that God created you to be. Who are you? And then you need to define your truth. That means to identify what gives your life meaning, which is purpose. Purpose gives your life meaning. God has put purpose on each and every one of us, right? But we have to know who we are first in Christ in order to fully embrace our purpose. And once we have those two together, then we need to live it out. We need to live it out. And we need to share our testimonies like we're doing right now. So the sister that's coming behind us can know where she's going. Right? We got to open up the door so the light can come in. Because right now she's in darkness. Because when you're in a place of despair, that's a dark place. So we need to open up the door so that light can shine through so she can see her way out of the darkness. You guys, that's the reason why I'm doing this tonight. And Sharita, thank you so much for being so transparent. Thank you for being so transparent.
I was not going to share that.
But hey, God puts you hurt, you gotta let it out. And we
Yeah, I
got
was not going
comments.
to. And if my team's watching, I'm sorry. But I just felt in my spirit that somebody needed to hear that.
Yes,
Somebody,
that
whether
blessed
you're
me.
watching it live or you're watching it on the replay, or if you're watching it on YouTube, your your current situation is not what God designed for you. This
Mm-hmm.
is just this is just a part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
cannot get to the promise without the process. I don't care if it's in your finances and you becoming more, you're working with LaKitia and working through your journey to get to become a whole person. Because I tell a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
God made me whole, not my
Mm,
husband.
mm,
My
mm,
husband was a gift because I was
mm.
obedient to the word.
You gotta say that again, because somebody gonna miss that. Y'all gonna have to catch the replay and listen
You
to it
have
again.
you have to know that you have to be a whole person. We can help you take your credit score, your finances. You can get investment properties, new homes, but none of that will fulfill what a empty hole that's inside of you if you're not ready. You have to be a whole person to be able to level up. Level up is popular right now because it's all over the internet. But
Yeah.
what's the true level up is leveling up in here and here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the other things are just are gifts for being obedient. But you even if you're not and you feel like, I don't know, I've lost my way. I don't know if I'm ready to call LaKitia. I don't know if I'm ready to work on my finances. Let me tell you something. Whether you work with LaKitia or you work with me, she's gonna peel back to your truth. And guess what? I've always been in numbers. That's a whole thing. You know what? We peel back layers when it comes to your finances.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Your finances will allow you to pull back layers. And that's why a lot of times is people just shy away from getting their financial life together because you don't want to face the truth. But a lot of times is that truth is these are things that were passed down to you.
Yeah.
I didn't have any idea about half of the things that I know, but the best gift that you can give yourself is knowledge. Whether you receive it from me or you receive it for anyone else, but you have to want it first. I can tell you everything in the book from trying to take you from here to there, but do you really want to go somewhere that you can't stay? Because guess what? If we take you there and you get there and you're not ready, oh, the rock bottom feels like death. I said the reason why you can go, the reason why I was still able to go and to really keep pushing forward is because I knew that wasn't it. But when you get there and you have to go back and you were not ready in the first place, you give up. You know how many people that you read and you see that kill themselves behind their finances?
Woo!
You don't have to be any of the celebrities who unfortunately have passed.
Nope.
You don't money will not make you happy. Only you will make you happy. Not your finances, not a good credit score, not a new house, not the lottery, nothing. Only you can make you happy. But you have to be able to go. That's an inner work.
Yes.
So as much as I want to work with you and as much as I desire to help as many people, I need you to know and be ready, because for you to say yes in one aspect means that you have to say yes in other things too that you may not be ready to hear or be able to ready to listen to. Because I know a lot of people, including my husband, that makes a nice 6-figure salary. But I also know people who make 6-figure salaries that are broke. So don't feel like that if you're making less than $50,000 or you're at what society says poverty line. Don't let society tell you what you are.
Ooh!
You are not low income.
We could do a whole live on that right there. Don't let society tell you who you are.
You are not low income. You're low wealth. This is what we need to share in that. You are in a low wealth situation. Because you know why? If we don't impart and let people hear wealth, how can we think that they're ever going to get there? Wealth starts with hearing it. I'm an inner city. I'm a product of an inner city kid. Don't let my new zip code fool you. Don't let my new zip code fool you. I'm the reason why is because I didn't want, I battled with myself. I wrote my notes. I'm not even looking at them. I had everything in this. I know my husband's probably like, this is not what you were practicing. But guess what? What you wrote down and what God wants you to say to his people are two different things.
It's totally
You
different
can't
things.
you can't prepare because you can
Yeah.
prepare, you can
Mhm.
prep,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
you don't know what's going to come. You don't know the people that you're impacting once you hit that live button. So that's why it's so important that you provide encouragement and just be transparent, because somebody else, don't let all the makeup and the nice background and the lighting fool you. It was a process. It
Yeah.
was a process.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this young lady is bringing a series to us so that the next woman that's after me is going to have a totally different story from
Yeah.
mine. But
Yeah.
that doesn't take away the fact that you can't reach out to any of us, because
Right.
all of us are still trying to figure out we're living in our truth, but we don't know where our truth is going to take us. So we need each other. So
Mm-hmm.
because it's hard.
It
Who do
is.
you? It's hard. You know how many people I just want to tell move. You know how many of my clients I want to say, you know what? But I can't. What are they gonna say? They're already talking about you.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
already talking. If you are worried about what somebody else is saying about you, then
Yeah.
that's the least of your what they're saying about you. People are going to talk about you, whether you're doing good or you're doing bad. It doesn't matter. What matters is, are you okay with you? Do you
Right.
have family? Is Leah and LaKitia have become families.
Oh,
Family,
so much.
family is just not blood. Family is who wants to help support you so that you can go to the next level, because those who push you love you.
Yes.
Those who push you love you, because if they didn't, the people who don't say anything and let you stay where you're at, that's if you're Leah and I were having this conversation. If you're the smartest person in your circle and you can't learn from them, you're in the wrong circle.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're in the wrong circle. If you have to decide, if your friends require that you have to spend money that you don't have, and they know the situation that you're in,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think that they're your friends, because I'm not going to push anything on either of these young ladies that I feel like is going to hinder their process.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to know from what she's saying. I cried, all the ladies from Crystal to Leah last week, all these ladies share something totally profound and
Yeah.
just imparted into me. So this is what gave me the yes to just do it. This was supposed to be me talking about my brand, but my brand is being the authentic me. And the
Yeah.
authentic me
Yeah.
wants to see you win. And that's winning in your finances. Because
Yeah.
once you take that, if your job has become your bondage,
Mm.
and if you feel like you're on your job and you're living in bondage,
Mm.
then you have a new master.
Yeah.
If you're not, and it's some people, I'm not talking to the people who are happy on their jobs. That's not what I'm talking about. But if you have a desire to be at home and be a stay-at-home mom, to run your business and to have investment properties and be able to travel the world, that's who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Because that's my target audience, because there's some women that's like me, that's like, you know what, I my past is my history, and what I'm living right now is my present, but my destiny said that I am whoever I wrote down as my goals. I am who God says, who he says I am. And so that's what I want for you guys. I want you to contact LaKitia. I want you to follow her channel and support her, because she's doing some very phenomenal things. She's bringing something I haven't seen before and being so transparent. If you haven't caught her story, then I need you to go back to the very beginning on IG and on YouTube, because
Yeah.
it will truly bless you.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. You guys are blowing up the comment section. I told you guys it was going to be good. You know, Lene says amen. Celia says yes, because we didn't think he was going to be that transparent. Lene says, look at God. You know, Lene, if you guys missed Lene's interview last week, you know what? I'm going to get it up on YouTube tonight so you guys can catch it. You know, because Lene talked about following God's plan, because the original plan she had for her life is completely different from the plan that God had for her. And she talks about her journey and how difficult it was to, you know, to embrace it. So Leah says yes. Talia says, I'm about to cry, my God. I know. She know I'm Sister Till. Glad to yes, knowledge is being shared. That's right. Hey Mercedes, I see you joined us tonight. Thank you for joining. Celia says, no test, no testimony. Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. Glenn Boutique said, that's your truth. Absolutely. Lene says, let him use you. It's not always easy to share, but someone needs to hear you. Absolutely right. And that's why I'm here sharing my testimony, because, you know, talking about that you were sexually abused by your stepfather for 8 years is not that easy to come out. I may make it look easy, but it's not. It took years of healing, you guys. Liz says, don't be sorry. This is what makes you who you are. It makes you so amazing at what you do. You're absolutely right. You guys, we're all unique. You know, I was in church last Sunday and the pastor said that, because he was talking about fearless living. And he said that we were all a swag bag. And in that swag bag is all the gifts and talents that God has given us. So when we're in our place of despair, we need to dig deep into that bag and pull out a talent and gift that God has given us. But the one thing that we will not find in that bag is fear. So whatever your gift and talent is, I'm gonna need you to step out on it, because there is somebody in this world who is waiting on you to say yes to your purpose so they can receive their blessing. Eagle Wings Essential, you have to be a whole person to level up. I know that's right. Right.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm on it up. Let's see. What others think of you is none of your business. So just keep, girl. Just keep doing your thing. That's none of your business. She's absolutely right. What other people's opinion, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Keep doing you. This is powerful. Thank you so much. I'm glad you guys are getting, you know, value out of this. So, Sharita, you already answered a lot of my questions. Like, you already talked about, you know, why living your truth is important, you know, how living your truth, you know, connects to your brand, you know. So tell us, when life happens, right, how do you pick yourself up, right? Because life happens all the time. It seems like every 5 minutes, something is going on. So how do you pick yourself up and move past the funk so you can stay on the path that you're on, so you can, you know, fully live in your truth?
I think the best answer is I rely heavily on my faith.
That's God.
I have a circle, and you got friends like Celia, Shamitra, you, Leah. It is imperative. You can't do this alone. Sometimes you need a prayer partner. Sometimes you can need somebody who's standing in the gap. And that's what I want to be for my clients. You need somebody to stand in the gap. I want to be in the financial gap with you. But for me, I know that if I go to God with it, that it's done. When I give, you gotta, what you say, you gotta let go and let God.
Yes.
There is nothing that man can do that God can't, has not already activated and provided for you. So you just have to know that if you can go there, you can go anywhere.
Yes.
God's words are yes and amen. And if you believe, all you need is one yes from God. All you need is one yes from God. All the no's have hurt us. But the one yes that you know that came from the heavens will bless your whole life. And you just gotta just wait for that yes. And I think a lot of times we get weary in our waiting. We get weary.
That's a whole nother live. Weary and waiting.
You get weary and you're waiting, but just know that the weary is just letting you know, because it's going to be the next level. It's going to be, you're going to have some weary days there too. But
Yeah.
my favorite song is Old School. My mom raised us in church. I'm sorry, guys. This was not supposed to go this way, but my favorite song is I Won't Complain. Because when you hear that song, it pierces your whole spirit.
Mm.
It's old. My mom used to play it all the time, but I just sometimes when I get into a funk, or I just can't,
Yeah.
I don't want to be a burden on, to anybody, and my husband, and keep complaining about things.
Yeah.
I go to my prayer closet, and that song, along with some Fred Hammond, will get my whole life together. Will get my whole life together. I have some of I have some amazing people in my life, and I'm very, very blessed to be able to have them. But again, when I go back to the very part of this original live, it's going to be a time that you got to just rely on you, because God,
Mm.
as much as he wants to add people to help to comfort you, we serve a jealous God, and he wants no person before him. So you always got to go back to whoever you serve. Take that back to your creator, and
Yeah.
just know that if once you leave it there, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Keep
Mm-hmm.
keep pressing, keep pressing.
Mm-hmm.
LaKitia shares wisdom. If you're not listening to those morning mantras every morning, she
Yeah.
gives wisdom that that she's been really coming to you guys, not just jumping on a live, just trying to share anything. And there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes is we need daily manner. And she's providing that from you outside of your spiritual walk. Sometimes is we all got that person that we're looking at and following. Lord, I love what they're talking about, because I do too.
Yeah.
But she's providing something daily for you to feed your soul, which feeds your spirit. So
Thank
if you're not tomorrow, if you didn't listen all week, tomorrow, for the rest of the August, commit to yourself to wake up, watch the
you.
replay, whatever you need to do. That's gonna be your change.
Mm-hmm.
you if you make up in your mind right now, I don't care if you got $5 in your bank account with an eviction notice or a foreclosure, or they just repoed your car. If you just say yes tonight,
Mm-hmm.
that this is my last night, that I'm gonna be worried about what God has already taken care of. Let
Mm.
tonight be your last night that you're gonna be worried about what God has already taken care of. Take it to him, and then do your work. A lot of times is you gotta put some you gotta put some work behind your prayers. Prayers is good, but faith without works is dead.
Faith without works is dead.
So it's important to me to just be transparent, and let you know I did not get here overnight. It didn't take me 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, a
Mm-hmm.
decade. It took a while, because guess what?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't think for a second that I was praying for everything that I was praying for, that I was ready for. I didn't need, you know what? My God, I can't believe I'm saying this to you guys. I wasn't ready for what I was praying for.
Mm. That's real talk right there. Because there's a lot of us right now who's praying for something that we just absolutely, positively just not ready for.
And I'm
We're
pretty
not
sure,
ready for it.
LaKeisha, you can relate to. It doesn't have to be in your personal life or your finances. There are some
Mm-hmm.
things that you may be praying for. Maybe there's a delay because God is preparing you for that. Because you
Right.
got to know just what LaKeisha tells you and talks about on that thing: new levels, new devils.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
So you got to be ready. You got to be equipped in every area. To more money means more. Let's bring up Biggie. What he said, they talk about more money, more problems. I sometimes is I feel like, okay, well, maybe it was okay when I had less. See, we praying for more, but are we ready for more responsibility? More given, more required.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
just always know when you're praying for something, make sure that you're ready for what you're praying for. Make sure that what you're spending your money on unnecessarily, and then crying about it later, do you really need the thing? Do you really need all the things that you have in your closet?
Girl, stop playing. Well, I don't know.
And I
When
mean,
I look at my shoe game,
and look, we all there. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. This live is not just for you. This for me. You know, you need all the stuff in your closet. And so a lot of times we're causing some of the financial stress that we have. Some things we can't, income, sometimes what we have, that's all we have. But some of the things that we're spending our income on, do we need it right at that moment?
Right, right.
Sometimes we can't invest. Sometimes we can't keep our businesses open because we're trying to keep a house that we can't afford. Move.
Right.
So when we talk about, these are conversations, I'm telling you, literally, I feel like I'm talking to LaKitia as how we talk offline.
Yes,
We
absolutely.
talk like this all the time.
Absolutely.
We have those conversations just to let people know. And those are the kind of friends that we have. You want people in your life who can tell you the truth. And even if it may hurt your feelings, just know that it came from love.
It came from love. It came from love. Because as a sister coach, one of the reasons why, I'm branding myself as a sister coach is because I want to be able to give you the hard truth wrapped in love and tied with an inspirational bow. And the person that can do that is usually your sister, somebody who's really close to you and know what it is that you're going through and can relate to you. So when you hear it, that hard truth that you don't want to hear, but you need most, right? You can accept it and you know that it's coming from a place of love. Honey Lips said, "This is confirmation. My pastor was just preached this Sunday about waiting, because you made a comment saying that we get weary in our waiting, and you guys, I'm very impatient." And so I know I can get weary sometimes, but what helps me through is to just really focus on what it is I already have, what I'm already with, right? And just reflect on, what God has already brought me through. Now, I'm not saying go back to that traumatic place where you just down on the floor, snotting and crying. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes we just reflect back to see what it is that we have already survived, so we can know that the place that we at right now is nothing compared to where we just came from.
Come on.
Sometimes we need a reminder about that.
That's a whole word.
Yes.
Talia has, God will connect you with those who have a like spirit, or have what you need. And sometimes we get scared to share the Instagram and Facebook. I love it. I love social media. I'm able to connect with all of you. But a lot of times people won't show you the tests or the failures. They just show you the wins. And I'm not here for that. I just couldn't, in my spirit, I was just like, I just couldn't tell you guys, look at me, I'm winning. You see that enough. You can just go to anybody. You see that enough. If you look at it, 90% of social media is winning. But at the same time is, who's gonna show you, guess what? I didn't wake up like this.
Right.
I didn't grow all of these things overnight. I didn't have to.
I'll tell you that.
Her journey could have taken her into a whole nother place, but she used it as a way to help somebody else who's in that situation right now watching her. So sometimes we got to get out of, I'm only going to show them the filters or the pictures that look pretty. That's great. But how is that going to help me when I'm hurting? I don't want to be the person when my clients come see me, and if you guys decide to join me on this journey, believe me that when I come to you, or we're on, whether you work with me in a self-paced course, or you work with me one-on-one, or you work with me in a live course, trust me, I am the most down-to-earth person that you ever want to me. I'm not going to be here blown back with my face made up because we're talking about your finances. If I'm telling you we're going to pull back the layers, then so am I. So I'm just giving, that's just a disclaimer now. So if you go on and you book with me and you're like, oh my gosh, what happened? Hey, go back to this live. It's on YouTube. I told you. Because I feel like, you have to, it's great that, we all have to represent our brands in a certain way, but you also have to be real with the people. And I'm pretty sure when LaKitia is talking and she's one-on-one with someone, and if anybody's watching who's worked with you, because trust me, we have had situations, and we were at Torchy's Taco, like you, Torchy's Taco, by the way. We were, eyeliner was like this, everything. We were, like giving life. She was giving me life. We taking notes. We took over torches, but those are the things that you need. You need someone who's going to be there right with you, who has been there where you're at. Even though that's not my journey, I've learned so much just listening to her. How do you come back from that? Whatever hurt that I've been in, I can come back from it, because she came back with something could take so many people, so many other directions. So just to see her right now doing all of the amazing things that she's doing and helping other women and bringing them into self-awareness, that's her gift. And so I tell my friend Celia all the time, don't worry about what your finances are. Your gift will make room for you.
Yes.
Your gifts are your authentic self will have you sitting in front of people that man said that you're not supposed to be sitting in front of. I wasn't supposed to get that job with the state. I was a homeless kid, inner city kid. But guess what? Out of 150 interviews, guess what? Let me tell you something. When God has something set up for you, 150 interviews, they hired 2 people. Guess what? The person that they hired, I didn't even know my husband yet, is my husband's first cousin. So you can't tell me that you can't tell me that God does not have everything that you need lined up.
Yes.
Everything that you desire, you can have. But ask yourself right now, are you willing to wait and work? Are you willing to wait and work for it? Because there is no way I'm going to tell you that you can work your way into getting from broke to business owner by just joining my course and saying, hey, for this particular amount of money and this amount of weeks for working for me, guess what? You'll be financially free too. I'm telling you, from my standpoint, if that's the person that you're looking for, I'm not the person for you. But if you're looking for someone who's going to be like, hey girl, hey, what's going on with your budget? Your goals and what you spending, they're not aligning. So I'm that person. And I feel like when you get with LaKitia, that's who you're going to get as well. She's going to be like, hey girl, I didn't get you on the check-in, but sometimes we need that, because guess what? She's not just your coach. She's Leah and mine too. And I'm pretty sure all of her other friends, because guess what? She does those check-ins too. Hey, what you working on? How you feeling? You need someone. We are not meant to be alone. She built a sister's truth, but this is a village. It takes a village. It takes a village. And LaKitia, I want so much for you, because I never would have done this in a million years. My team has heard me kicking and screaming for the last 6 months. You have given me I've been in a cocoon, and we just shared this earlier today. I said I've been in the bat cave.
Yeah, you have.
This has really made me see that I have a voice too.
Yeah. Girl, yes. Yes, you got a voice.
I'm always supporting my friends. I'm I'm sorry, guys. This is so much.
Everybody on here has a voice, girl.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I said because I always was like, I just want to do your numbers. I just want to see you win in
Oh,
your finances. I didn't realize that somebody needed to hear. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Don't,
I didn't
don't,
know
don't,
somebody
don't, don't,
needed.
don't, don't, don't. You gonna have us up in here crying. Don't do
I'm
that. Me and
sorry,
Sharia,
guys.
we didn't try to hold back the
Leah, I'm
tears,
gonna call you
but
after this. Thank you
hey, Ty,
so
thanks for
much.
joining.
So much. If I can say one thing, one more thing, and then we got to get out of here because we don't want to take up too much more of you guys' time. She asked me one book that I would highly suggest that you guys get.
Okay.
This book is Gary Keller's One Thing.
Garrett.
Gary Keller's One Thing.
Gary
Most of
Kelly.
the people probably thought I was going to say a financial book. Yeah, I've read all of them from them. The Millionaire Next Door, all of those. But the one book that really is going to help you get just not on time management, just self-awareness, your finances, just your whole spiritual being. I would highly suggest that you pick up that book because literally I bought it 4 years ago and I can't show it to y'all because y'all gonna think I'm just junky because I've highlighted in it, wrote it. The book is white, mine is black, but that book is life changing, life changing.
Okay.
Book number. No, I highly recommend it. If you are looking, if you're like, well, that's probably not for me. I always come with the backup because I'm a financial person. Number two, The Morning Miracle. The
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Pick
Mm-hmm.
that up.
Yes.
And of course, if you have not, shameless plug, picked up LaKitia's book, please, please,
Oh,
please,
let
please
me.
pick that up. Those three books will help you get your whole life together. Those three will help you get your whole life together. My website, my husband, thank you, my baby. He's putting my website in there. It's sharitamhumphrey.com. My team is coming. Everything. I can't wait to
Tell
come
us
back
what's
live.
next. Tell us what's next for your brand. Tell us what's next.
What's coming next is I have been in my back cave, like I said. We're working on a debt management program that is going to really give give your debt. We're gonna finally kick this thing. I know everybody's talking about it. I appreciate and I love the Susie Ormans and the Dave Ramseys, but I said I wanted to come to the people who are really looking to work with someone and need to be able to say, hey, I need to be able to put my hands or call her or get with her
Yeah.
team or somebody. I want to be that for you. So we are going to be releasing this very, very soon. So if you are not on my email list, go to my website at sharitamhumphrey.com. Follow me on Instagram. It's SharitaMH. That's most of my handles on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn. I love to connect with people. So if you're not one of my Facebook friends, I will definitely be sharing a lot of stuff. Definitely go over to my business Facebook page. There's going to be a lot of financial information there. I'm definitely going to come back when LaKitia does this. She has some amazing things. So I'm not gonna put her things out there, but I'm gonna tell you, you guys want to stay tuned to some of these lives because something I'm pretty sure LaKitia is going to drop some nuggets and some things that she has been working on behind the scenes. Um, like you guys can see, I support my friends. But thank you so much, guys. I look forward to communicating with you, whether it's on social media. Definitely go to my website, give me a call, leave your email, send me a message, send me a private DM. If you don't feel comfortable saying anything here, definitely contact me. I'm one of those persons. I like to talk to people and I like to respond to you. So if you have something or you have any questions that I can possibly help you with, I work with some amazing people. Like I told you, I met with Derica Harwell of Beautify Credit. She is absolutely amazing. Leah, if you're not following her, definitely follow her. And of course, kudos to you, LaKitia, for doing
Thank
for
Thank
opening
you.
up the door. You guys help support me for season 2 of this amazing series that's going on. I have been pushing her to do this, so I'm just putting it out there live. I would love to see more of you and hear your stories. I love you guys, and God bless you.
Yes, yes. Let me read the comments real quick because we have girl, these comment section is blowing up. Celia
Oh,
says, she
hi.
says, I need
Hey,
all.
Paula.
She said, I need all the things I have in my closet. I know that's right. Hey, James, thanks for joining us tonight. That's my bro. That's my big bro. Well, little bro, because I'm actually older than him by a couple days. Celia says, facts, facts. Donna Man's in the house, you guys. If you need a
Call
photographer,
Donna.
you better
Donna,
look up DHT Artistry. She's
call
a
Donna.
dope bitch photographer in Houston. You better get your back to school pictures and your family pictures books.
Book her before she get busy. Hey.
Because y'all stay booked and busy. Celia says this is
Okay.
the blessing in the waiting. Thank you so much, Celia. I'm so glad that you joined us tonight. Hey, Tykia, thanks for joining, girl. New Joy says awesome words. Thank you, New Joy. Thank you, thank you. Celia said this is beautiful. Thank you so much. Ty says, oh, I know, right? I know. She was sharing, right? Pouring her heart out to us. You are a blessing. Thank you so much. You guys, I tried
Thank
to
you.
pin her website and I wasn't able to do it, but it's sharitamhumphrey.com.
Yes.
Let's see. Ty, your whole entire life. Yes, we get our whole entire life. Okay, the
And
Angel
make
Man
sure
just signed up on your email list, girl. Thank you, Angel Man.
Thank you guys so much. I'm sorry that I was crying. I hope you just know that it's just was truly heartfelt. I just love you guys. I was reading your comments while I was looking, and so just seeing
Uh-oh, internet problem.
you as well. So if there's anything that I can help you with, definitely, like I said, give me a call, get on my email list. There's going to be some amazing things. I'm actually coming to Orlando. So if you are in the Orlando area, I will be in Orlando next month for FinCon. So if you want to get a one-on-one with me, definitely hit me up. I will be there for about 5 or 6 days, but I would love to give somebody, hug someone, say hello, look at your finances, see how we can get you on a jumpstart budget. So I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more traveling. So I will definitely let LaKitia know when I'm coming to your city. So if you follow me, I would love to connect with you there.
Yes, yes. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I really, really appreciate you taking time out of your business evening to be here. And because I appreciate you so much, I need you to click the link in my bio because I got a free gift for you. Yes, because that's how I
Yes.
do. I always bless my
Yes.
people. So click the link in my bio to get your free gift. And then if you are interested in a copy of my book, okay, click the link in my bio as well to get more information about that. Thank you so much, Sharita, because I think Instagram is about to
You're
kick us off.
welcome. I will definitely come to Toronto. Thank you. From
Somebody said
your
come to
words,
Toronto.
from
Girl,
your words to God's ears.
can I come too? Can I come too? I'll
I say
come.
we just I just say we do a tour. Hey, you know what? If you guys want to see a tour for me, LaKitia, and Leah, we can make that happen.
We can make that. Thanks, guys, so much for your
Thank you
comments
guys so much.
and the hearts. We'll see you guys next time.
Next time, bye.
Bye.